Today we are looking at one of the most tense stories shaking Nigeria. A story that has been on everybody's lips because it touches our security, our politics, and even our trust in leadership. And please, as you are listening to this gist, like this video and subscribe so you don't miss more well-explained stories. So here's the matter. For years, Nigerians have been asking how bandits keep growing stronger, how they get weapons, how they freely move from one community to another, and why it sometimes feels like they know what security forces are planning. Recently, many reports, claims, research findings, and insider whispers have been pointing in one direction. Some people in positions of influence may be secretly connected to these bandit networks. Now, let me explain this in a calm, clear way so everybody understands. And remember, please like this video and subscribe so more people can get this breakdown. The conversation started building when different intelligence bodies, not only in Nigeria but around the Sahel region, began saying they had been tracking suspicious political relationships. Even though these reports are still under verification, the claims alone have caused major shock, because they suggest that people who are supposed to protect citizens might be indirectly helping the same groups causing suffering. Imagine hearing that some leaders, instead of fighting these criminals, might be communicating with them, protecting them, or even profiting from them. That already creates tension, and as you are listening, make sure you like this video and subscribe, because this type of deep explanation is not easy to find. Now, let me walk you through what makes these claims believable to many Nigerians. When a country has insecurity that lasts for many years, spreading across multiple states, affecting millions of people and growing stronger instead of weaker, citizens naturally start looking for the hidden reasons behind it. People ask, how are these bandits getting money? Who is giving them information? Why are they able to buy advanced weapons? Why are they able to gather in large numbers without immediate interruption? These questions did not start today. They have been around for a long time. But what makes the situation more intense now is that the allegations are becoming louder and more detailed. And while explaining this, let me remind you again, like this video and subscribe so you don't miss when I drop the next chapter of this gist. Over the past years, some investigative journalists, security experts, and even former government officials have said publicly that powerful figures sometimes maintain relationships with armed groups for political reasons. This may include seeking influence during elections, negotiating for peace in their states, trying to control local power structures, or simply maintaining connections to groups that intimidate communities. Now, even though these claims are still allegations, they are based on patterns that security analysts have been observing. Unusual meetings, suspicious financial movements, protection of certain actors, and political rivalry that uses insecurity as leverage. Again, I'll keep things simple, and please remember to like this video and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. One of the biggest concerns is that some bandit groups operate like structured organizations. They have leaders, they have informants, they have suppliers, they even have negotiators. For a criminal group to get fuel, motorcycles, weapons, satellite phones, and intelligence updates, there must be channels of support. These channels do not operate in the bush alone. They often connect to city networks, financial systems, and sometimes political systems. Now let me take this slowly and expand it clearly, because this story is deep. If a bandit group wants to carry out an operation, they need to know the movement of security forces. Over the years, there have been reports that some operations fail because the bandits already knew that soldiers were coming. So the question becomes, who told them? This is where suspicion enters. And again, if you're following this gist, don't forget, like this video and subscribe. Many Nigerians believe, based on past political behavior, that some politicians see insecurity not just as a national problem, but as political capital. If a region is unsafe, some leaders may use that as an opportunity to negotiate power. Others may try to show that the federal government is failing. Some may use bandits during elections to influence turnout or intimidate rivals. None of this is proven in court, but the allegations persist because Nigeria's political system has a long history of behind-the-scenes power plays. Now let's talk about the military angle. Some military reports and internal assessments, though not publicly released, have suggested that certain actors may be interfering with security operations. This could include influencing deployment, requesting special protection for themselves while communities lack security, or pressuring agencies to release certain suspects quietly. Again, these are claims that demand investigation, but the fact that they are even being mentioned shows that something is wrong somewhere. And again, kindly like this video and subscribe. Let's go deeper. When you look at the pattern of bandit attacks, something becomes clear. The groups are not operating randomly. They attack strategic locations, schools, highways, farms, markets. These attacks weaken the economy, create fear, and push people out of their homes. When people flee, some powerful actors take advantage of the abandoned land, abandoned resources, or even displaced voters. These patterns make Nigerians suspect that insecurity isn't just crime. It may also be connected to profit and politics. Now, my people, stay with me here because the gist is getting thicker. And make sure you like this video and subscribe before we go further. Some reports from the Sahel region claim that intelligence agencies outside Nigeria have been tracking cross-border criminal networks and that some individuals linked to those networks hold political influence in Nigeria. This is why foreign agencies became involved. Because the flow of weapons and criminals doesn't respect borders. So if someone with power is helping these movements, it becomes a regional threat. Another angle we must examine is the economic side. Banditry has become a business, a very profitable one, with ransom payments, illegal mining, cattle rustling, and arms trafficking. Billions of naira pass through hidden channels every year. A business that big rarely operates without connections in high places. And again, let me gently remind you, please like this video and subscribe as we continue this deep breakdown. Now let's talk about community reactions. Many citizens have been saying for years that whenever they report suspicious activities, nothing happens. Some arrests are made, but many suspects disappear before prosecution. Communities have complained that some actors block serious investigations or negotiate in ways that let criminals regroup. These patterns raise questions. We must also touch on the political denials. Some political figures who are mentioned in media reports have strongly denied involvement. They say the allegations are false, malicious, or politically motivated. That is why, for fairness, proper investigation is key. No one should be judged without verified evidence. Now take a breath. The gist is still long and we're just getting deeper into it. But before I continue, please like this video and subscribe so YouTube will continue to recommend my content. I can continue the next long section analyzing how the political system might be influencing security agencies, how corruption affects weapon supply, why ransom markets are growing, how communities are reacting, what international bodies are saying, and what real solutions could look like.